Unless you've been living under a rock this week, and that's not such a bad option these days, and full credit to you if you have been, you'd know by now that Bruce Lehrmann, the man who was accused of raping Brittany Higgins in March 2019 at Parliament House in Canberra, has fought back hard against the horrible allegations made against him and spoken publicly for the first time. Bruce Lehrmann has a number of defamation suits underway at the moment, and he told Channel 7's Spotlight show that he's still considering suing Brittany Higgins directly.
I haven't ruled it out, but I'm cognizant of the fact that, you know...
That what? It's not a good look?
Well, it's not a good look. You kick someone when they're down, and, you know, I have some sympathy for her because she's obviously got people around her who are not considering... They're not there for her. They're there for they're there for their own agendas.
Now, this saga all began with Brittany Higgins' interview with Lisa Wilkinson on Channel 10's The Project in February 2021, and as the Liberal National Coalition government was battling a narrative that it and then Prime Minister Scott Morrison had a women problem. This was almost 2 years after March 23, 2019, the night in which Higgins alleges she was raped by Lehrmann.
The first thing that sort of awoke me was I was in a pain. My leg was kind of being crushed. The senior staffer was on top of me. He was clearly almost finished.
Sorry, was there sexual intercourse going on?
Yeah, I woke up mid-rape, essentially. I don't know why I knew he was almost finished, but I felt like it had been going on for a while, or that he was almost done. He was sweaty. I couldn't get him off of me. At this point, I started crying.
What did you say to him?
I told him to stop.
Did he?
No.
At the time, it sounded like a very convincing story. Anyone with an ounce of compassion would have been very concerned for Brittany's well-being and the trauma that she alleged. And the reality is, we may never know who is telling the truth. But the police and public prosecutors don't bring cases to court without lots of evidence and proof. And in this case, that seemed to be lacking. Even the police were unanimous that there wasn't enough evidence to bring the case to trial. Despite that, the ACT's Director of Public Prosecutions, Shane Drumgold, decided to go ahead. The tensions between Drumgold and the Australian Federal Police have been the focus of an inquiry in the ACT this past few weeks, which have seen Drumgold stand aside from his position. The public hearings in that inquiry finished last week, and we've reported it on this show for you over the past few weeks, and the final report will be handed down on July 31 from that inquiry.